Day 4 of our Japan trip and our last full day in Tokyo for the first leg of the trip. It felt like we jammed 3 days worth of activities into this day, so let's get into it. Started with coffee from our hotel in the morning and then got dressed and ready and made our way out the door. We were headed to Asakusa in the morning to go see Sensoji Temple and do a few other things in that neighborhood. I'm impressed with how easy it has been to navigate through the subway system in Tokyo, but also how huge the city is, and every neighborhood you go to has a completely different energy. So many amazing restaurants, cafes, it's just never ending. Started the morning at Sensoji Temple in Asakusa. We both drew not such great fortunes, in which case you're meant to tie them over here to not bring the bad energy with you. Then we went for a little stroll to get a coffee and some breakfast. I was very excited to be wearing my new sunglasses that I got at Gentle Monster the day before. We went over to a cafe called Fulin, and it's actually funny because it was a Norwegian cafe. We got a coffee there, and then stumbled upon this place where they make taiyaki, and it was the best thing ever. I had the red bean and butter flavor. Then we walked over to Kababashi Kitchen Street and spent a good hour and a half here. Endless kitchen stores with ceramics, utensils, gadgets, like literally everything you can think of. I had my eye on a couple matcha bowls, and we got a few stainless steel things along with some other small bits and bobs. And then we made our way back over to the train station, and we're feeling a bit hungry. We were initially planning to stop at 7-Eleven or Lawson, which we do about 5 times a day. Stumbled across this little place where all the onigiris are homemade, and it was delicious. We stopped at Hinoya Denim on our way over to Akihabara, which was on the top of Avery's list. I'm not so into gaming myself, but it was still really cool to see this whole area with retro gaming systems, collectibles, toys, like everything you could possibly imagine. Went into a few stores and I was obsessed with these little food keychains. Then we made our way back towards Shimokitazawa where we were staying, got yet another little sushi set from 7-Eleven, and went over to the nail salon where I had an appointment booked. I love a good manicure, and I feel like the nail culture here is crazy, so I wanted to get a really fun manicure and do something a little bit playful with a design. I showed the owner some references and they kind of came up with their own version of it. I'm so in love. She added like the little pearl and silver beads, and it's exactly what I wanted. Then I quickly went back to the hotel to change and get ready for the evening, and Avery and I went over to Sushi Hana where we had a reservation for an omakase, which is basically where you sit down and the chef decides what you eat. Had, I believe, 16 courses of different small dishes and sashimi, lots of nigiri, and it was incredible. 16 courses later, we were very full and satisfied, but decided we wanted to check out one more bar before calling it a night. So we went back on the train and made our way over to Ebisu, where we were off to a cocktail bar that a friend recommended to us called A10. Enter through these very inconspicuous doors, a vinyl bar, and the music was really great. Both had one cocktail before calling it a night and wrapping an amazing day.